Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream and welcome back to ULTRAKILL. Hello to you and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having an amazing, wonderful, glorious Monday today. It's unfortunate that the weekend is over, but Monday is streaming day, so there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And we have a quite undertaking ahead of us today. Leland, Super Week, hello, welcome. How are you today, Super Week, on this glorious, amazing Monday? Hopefully most of you are currently on your summer vacations, if you do have a summer vacation, so you don't have to like experience the anguish of late night Sundays. And Leah, hello to you as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was just about to say, we have a glorious undertaking today. And of course, I hope that you're all doing amazing on this Monday. And that you're ready and able to experience this thing right here. 8-3 disintegration loop. So this was the last level we encountered during last stream, which was this Friday. We weren't able to complete the level because it has been explained to me that 8-3 is the longest level in the game. But not only that, I am pretty sure it might also be the hardest level in the game. You know, I don't know what 8-4 has in store for us, to be fair. But what I've seen of 8-3 thus far makes me really concerned about 8-3 hardest main game level as of now. Yeah, there we go. Leah is confirming my statement right there, right now. Okay. But I have taken some precautions. I have done some preparations, some would say. Which is that I have been training. Dude, I've had like a Rocky montage, okay, during this weekend. Except for me wrestling, I suppose. Whenever I feel like I have like a, I don't know, 15-minute slot, I booted up the game and I played the beginning of A3. So that at least I feel competent enough that I'm able to at least get us back to where we ended our stream during well, Friday's stream. But I will make the statement right here, right now. I have not progressed further on my own compared to what we have seen in the stream. So everything I've been practicing on off stream has been the first couple of rooms of A3. I'm gonna make sure to drink as much water as I possibly can as well during this, because I keep losing my voice. I think I might be sick or starting to get sick or something like that. Because like losing my voice has now been like a recurring thing for me during the last couple of days. Like not only for the stream, but just in general. Okay, it's very loud. Okay, hopefully that's better. That being said, when wrestling I do yell a lot, so I tend to lose my voice doing that as well. And you might also notice that I'm not using all of the weapons at the moment that we have access to, and I immediately die. And that is because like these are the weapons that I practice with during the boss fights and stuff. Well, the one single boss fight that we have seen in the A3 level. So now I'm like hardwired into using these weapons in particular. But Leah, if I remember correctly, you yourself said that you don't use like every single weapon in the game, right? When you play. So like, I don't think it's like any invalid strat to do something like that. Even though it's not as flashy, you're not gonna get as much style points. I'm very aware of this fact, but it works for me. It works for me. Like my strategy, and this doesn't only like regard ULTRAKILL, but like whenever I play like difficult video games, my strat isn't necessarily to like beat the game as cool as possible or as efficiently as possible. Dude, I am just trying to get over the finish line. And the finish line, of course, is playing the game on at least brutal difficulty. So I guess we have that as like the challenge to overcome, as it were. And I will say this, even though I have practiced like these first couple routes like off stream, that doesn't mean that the game is easy by any means. Like this might be one of the hardest, if not the hardest games I've ever played in my life. And I'm well, you know, one person who really enjoys, you know, Souls-likes, for instance. The video game genre that is most known for having like very, very difficult, you know, fights, I suppose. But to me that just speaks to the quality of this game. Now where are we? Yeah, here we're supposed to go. Dude, it's gonna feel so good to actually make progress today, and not only us practicing the first couple of levels. Good, had to AFK a bit. Where are we? Welcome, Mino. I hope you're doing good today, you know. I'm not sure if I've asked you before, you know. Have you played this game before? But the level we are on is 8-3, disintegration loop. We have basically just started. Like we haven't gotten that far into the level just yet. So you haven't really missed much. Never. I'm a Doom guy. I see. I mean, I would say like even as a Doom guy, there's probably like something to. Like there's probably something for you to like enjoy about this game. But to be fair, this game has been described as more of a Quake game, and I'm not sure if there's like bad blood between Quakers and Doomers, if I can label you as such. Exactly, there we go. But it's great fun. It's great fun. Very, very difficult, but great fun. Dude, I would like low-key want to test out this game on like standard difficulty, just to see what that's like. Cause the brutal difficulty of this game is the only experience I've had of ULTRAKILL up to this point. Alright. We have now reached... Alright, the powers. Yes, indeed, Leah, the powers. It's Monday! Stress test, welcome! Welcome! Don't remind me! Stress test, is it a good Monday or a bad Monday? Are you like on the clock, so to speak, or do you have a day off? Regardless, thank you so much for tuning in, Stress Test. Let's also grab the checkpoint so we don't lose any progress. By the way, the one thing I really am stressed about when it comes to today's stream is that if my game crashes, or if my computer just decides to blue screen, which has happened before, by the way, our entire progress is just gonna vanish into thin air, which is very nerve-wracking. Alright, but we're doing the powers. This is the first boss fight of A3. I practiced this fight a lot. I think I've learned quite a bit about the angels, the powers as they're called. How they work and how to counter them. And just because I've learned something about their like behavior doesn't mean at all that they're easy to beat. But you know, knowledge is power, right? So at least we're getting like an edge maybe. And Radiance, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. Disassembled the new RC car and painted it. Yo! Painting tiny miniatures, you know, is something I do on a daily basis. I can relate to that, dude. It's Monday of the week that I have no work planned. Oh! Stress test! Rejoice! I'll take a day. It'll take a day to dry, and I hate that. I said you can't keep on working on it. I was about to write a divine intro, but you ruined it now. I surely had a lot of ideas for intros. Hello, Radiance. That is divine enough. Knowledge is power. Got it well. You know. Do you know this chapter? Who says that? All right. Without further ado, let us get this fight going. So one thing I've learned about these ladies is that whenever they're summoning a weapon, they are low-key just sitting ducks, essentially. Like you can stand beside them like this, and they're not doing anything. And that I think is my like as you can see, you can kill one of them super easy. I think that is like the biggest discovery I've made. So you just stand next to them, and everything should be good. Now, there is like a limit to what you can do to utilize this fact. And that is the fact that you're fighting multiple at once. So whenever there are like distractions, let's say. Oh crap, where are we? Oh crap, I lost track of them. Whenever there are like, if you're fighting one angel or with mobs around them, or if you're fighting two angels at once, just standing next to them isn't gonna just insta win you the fight. You still need to be wary of surroundings, which is why this fight is still difficult. Didn't know you paint Warhammer. I do. The Warhammer has been like a hobby of mine for a long time. I will say this though, I did like step away from the hobby for like multiple years. In fact, I've only really come back to the hobby like during the like last 3 months or so. But yeah, at the moment I had quite a few. I had quite a selection of models. If you wanna see, I'm just waiting paint dry. 2 clear coats if it's enough. I think I guess that depends on the detail level. Power actually take turns. Whenever you enrage them, though, that breaks. Yes, Leah. Yes. Very important distinction there. Because what you the trick that you just pointed out there, Leah, is that if you do enrage one of them, you can still fight them one-on-one, and you can utilize the behavior they have where they just stand still and are sitting ducks. So enraging them is really good in this particular boss fight. Although it's kind of tricky because you can only enrage them with a parry, and it's it takes some skill at the very least to get the proper parry off. Right? And you can also juggle them like this if you do get the parry. Crap. Crap! I'm not hitting these parries. There we go. Got the parry, I think. Oh, and then of course I missed the green ray gun. There we go. So this girl is enraged, which means that I can only focus on her at the moment. Ah, okay, alright. You see this strat though, I hope. This Monday I'm eating cookies that my mother-in-law made. Are they better than yours, Stress Test? And my mother-in-law went home yesterday. you get the best of both worlds, Stress Test. You don't have to interact with your mother-in-law and you get to eat her cookies. So Seven, have you played Warhammer 40k? I have. In fact, let me give you some proof that I have. Give me 1 second. Which is your favorite faction? I'm not sure about my favorite faction, but the faction I own is this one. The Eldar, or the Eldari, as they're currently called. Here I have a couple of my models. But my current project is not a 40k project, it is Age of Sigmar. There you go. I want a cookie now. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, dude, that was a very close attempt. Wasn't quite enough. Would you like to play it on stream? As in, the powers are dying while you're dead. I'm not, like, they have done that before. I'm not entirely sure what is causing that to happen. Like, maybe they're, like, floating towards the eye or something, and they're taking damage. I'm not entirely sure. As in regard to play it on stream, I mean, I would be down. Here's the thing though, I don't think that would be like content many people would enjoy. Like you kind of need to be a fan already to like properly enjoy the game. I feel like it's not that the rules are overly complicated, but if this hobby is like something you're engaged with, then I feel like it could be kind of off-putting. Great sword. There we go. Good parry. Good parry. But why is the other girl attacking now? I don't understand. One down. I do not have a lot of health though. Yeah. All right. As I said, like even though I feel like I understand the behavior of these girls, like they're still difficult. Minifig paint stream when I think that would be even less appreciated. My mother-in-law cookies are tasty but a bit dry. They're made for dipping in milk or coffee. And stress test, I don't want to alarm you, but if your mother-in-law is watching this stream, she would know that this is what you think of her cookies. Now you don't have to worry. I don't think your mother-in-law is in the stream. So you're all good. I find it's kind of difficult to like block the melee attack specifically. I'm not even sure what killed me there. Hard damage go absolutely insane. Holy shit! It does. It does indeed. And one thing I've noticed about this game, and this has been the case from the very start, and that is the fact that I find it really difficult to keep track of your own health as you're playing. Because you know your health bar is in the bottom left, right? And that is like kind of like far away from the action on the screen, if that makes sense. So I very rarely like get a good idea of how much hard damage I actually have taken. Got you. I did get the railgun on the wrong target though. I see what Noda was talking about. Hard damage is bullshit in Brutal. And here's the thing. I don't even know what it's like in playing this this fight on standard, which is kind of interesting. Because for me, this is just how the game is, right? Like I've never really experienced anything different. They are easy to kill one-on-one, as you can clearly see, right? Well, easy might be an overstatement, but you know, they could have been worse. Let's put it that way. There we go. I keep dying when I'm switching weapons. I'm looking at least at my railgun cooldown, because I want to apply the green railgun as much as possible. She's not thankful. You're sure about that? She only watches Russian stuff. Alright, so if I start speaking Russian, stress test, then maybe, just maybe, I will summon your mother-in-law to the stream. There is a crosshair HUD. Oh, you're talking about this, right? I do notice that you can see your dashes, right, on surrounding your crosshair. But I assume you can also see other information as well. I mean, it would make sense. I guess I haven't really paid attention to it. It's not like this, bro. I believe you. I believe you. Like, if I can get a good parry on one of them. There we go, just like that. There we go, and I got the green railgun on the right target. And weaving got another parry. So little help there. And V1 Ultra Kill, thank you so much for tuning in, and as well as you, Proper. I'm doing my best to represent being the proper V1 that we all enjoy and that we all cheer for. I'm dying quite a bit though. Hopefully both of you are having an amazing Monday. During my practice attempt, this didn't take this long, but I assume playing on stream is a bit more difficult. And I'm gonna try to focus as much as I can, because like even though this is a difficult fight, we have a lot more to go through in A3. Start talking about Russian politics, then you might summon her. Interesting, interesting. I'll bear this in mind. I Proper and the protagonist of the game. Indeed, Gabriel is a gay boy, real. So is Power... Wait. Power gay girl real? Or like, okay, so Power, I assume now you're talking about the girls that are Gabriel's disciples. I mean, girls can be gay, so why not? I'm gonna refill my glass of water. Is it confirmed that that Gabriel is gay, or is that just like a meme? The angels are genderless. Okay, so we're, all angels just use he/him pronouns. I see. Well, in that case, okay, if an angel like another angel, do they become gay by default, or what does that actually mean? I should not have done that. My bad. Yeah, this is probably a... Yeah. The fact that I enraged both of them meant that I definitely fight both of them at the same time, and that is basically just GG. Like, I'm not sure if it... I mean, of course it's possible to beat me that way, but not for me. Like, at my skill level, fighting both of them at once ain't gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. More damage. but oh, there we go. I think we might have it now, because I'm not at like 0 health anymore, and there's only one to deal with. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, why did I switch to the pistol like that? Oh, we had it, dude. We were right there. It's going to happen. You're just not going to win. Wait, what is gonna happen? Okay, I think I lost the plot there. All angels were created by God, so same Father. So every angel is the brother of every other angel. All right, so we're doing gay incest in that case. At least if the angels are indeed hooking up, which they might not. Stop ripping. We're dead. Missed. Okay. That missed. The fact that like here's the thing, like you want to parry their attacks once, but literally only once, because as soon as you parry one of them, the other one will always attack you. Okay, now we can go her. Okay, maybe not. She's too late. Finally! That took way longer than it should have. But we're not out of this just yet. we are far from out of it at this point. Okay, let me put up 8 here, Bruno. Okay, Leah, let's fight. Let's race. Okay, let's see who can beat A3 the fastest. Now, as I've said at the beginning of the stream, I have practiced these levels off stream. But after the room that we're currently walking towards, I haven't seen the rest of the level. Alright, so I have practiced this next room a little bit, but the room after this one, I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it. So we are very close to going in blind now. Now P rank it. Yo! V1 ULTRAKILL. Ain't gonna happen. You should just know. I would love to have gathered the statistic, the data of how many resets I've done, both on stream and off stream on this level. Oh boy, it's a lot left in this game. Yes and no, stress test. Yes and no. So we are currently on level 8-3, and the final level that exists in the early access version, at least as far as I know, is 8-4, which means that technically we are currently on the second to last level in the entire game. That being said, I don't know how many attempts it's gonna take to beat 8-4, the level we're doing right now. Oh, here we go. And in that sense, we might have a lot left. I think it was AXD who said that it's probably gonna take like an entire stream just to do 8-3, if that makes sense. And now we're fighting only one of the angels at the same time, which means that I am doing everything I can. So And sorry, Killfang, hello, thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to explain what I just did there. As I said, I practiced this room off stream. And one thing I've learned about the powers, the angels that we're fighting, is that you only ever want to fight them one-on-one. If there are adds or more than one angel at any given point in the fight, you want to take care of them, right? So you can have a one-on-one with the angels. So that is literally what I did during this particular fight. I used a railgun to line up these enemies, bam, killing all of them in one go. And then I just took my time to just chainsaw my way around the room to get all the adds so that we only had the angel left. Alright, now we're going in blind. From this point onwards, I don't know what the game is gonna throw at us. There we go. I'm now in Virginia, working in the Navy. Here's the thing, Zoran. I am so bad when it comes to like geography, especially in the States. So I don't really know how far away Virginia is from where you're originally from. But how do you feel, Soren? P3 isn't added yet, but might be an alternate ending. And you have already played this game for so long, so might as well get all the endings. Oh wait, so... Wait, there are multiple endings? Wait, V1, how do you even access the different endings? Is that like based on your ranks? Or is it like the secrets you're doing? How do you get different endings? Because you're not making like any choices in this game, right? The only thing you're doing is, well, killing enemies. First night I got here, I had to sleep on the ship. I guess there's gonna be quite a lot of that, right? If you're working in the Navy. Levels left in the game you haven't beaten is 8-4, P1, P2, 1E, 2E, and most of the secret levels. But okay, but in order to get P1 and P2, you do need to P rank something, right? That is how that works, I think. I finished my speedrun 100% in 6 on for achievement. Yo, congratulations! Does that mean, Radiance, does that mean that there's literally nothing left for you to do? In Silksong? Congratulations, by the way. Quite the undertaking. Now we're in the same environment as Limbo, but the environment keeps changing. Oh, they're different and oh, this is cool! So depending on which layer you're on, you're fighting different. Oh, this is so cool, dude! They have really knocked it out of the park with the layer 8 of this game. Because this is the only level left in this layer, and then we move over to this layer where we have the sword guys and well, where we used to have the flavor boys. That was cool. You have to admit that was cool. I hit my roadblock. Where is the roadblock, Leah? Is it after or before where we are at the moment? I hung with my best friend who is staying in the nice, all expensive paid hotel. Ooh, so more living fancy. The game hasn't been completed yet, so there's no ending yet. Alright, but okay, V1. So what you're saying is you can do like the prep work, if that makes sense. The prep work to get the endings, when the endings eventually arrive. Have you ever seen a game without multiple endings? I mean, mostly. Oh yeah, I mean every single Resident Evil. No, that's not true, I guess. Yeah, yes and no, I guess. Like, there are multiple endings in like Resident Evil, but that constitutes like a different playthrough altogether. It's like nothing to do with the actual choices you're making. At least from what oh crap, I can't use the railgun in water. Well, I can, but I'm gonna take a lot of damage myself. Okay, this is gonna be another one of these. But there's usually like a way, right, to activate the different endings, right? But usually, like, from my experience, it's usually by like making choices in game, but you're not making choices in this game. So having to do more paperwork, I also have myself checked into my command. I feel like that's like the main part of your job nowadays. There's the steel soul. Right. Rejoice, Radiant. You still have something left to do. Oh, there's I'll catch up with you in a moment. Oh, that's one step. Okay, very tricky room this. If you die, what's Steel Soul? That is playing the game without dying once. If you die, you literally die, so you have to restart. Exactly, the hardcore mode. I am pushing forward. I'm on red path at the moment. Are we doing both paths or just one? Dude, Lee, I guess we'll do one. Dude, that's something I haven't really thought about. I did the blue one. I think I did the blue one. I don't know what it is. Now that I'm fighting Lee, I think things just got real, okay? Oh shit, I'm dying like crazy. Okay, dude, fighting in the water is really making this a lot more tricky. I gotta get my truck shipped over here since I'll be placed in an apartment outside of the base. Ooh, how tricky would that be? To like have a truck being transported? That's something I have personally never had the pleasure or I don't know, displeasure to have needed to be doing. Can I just say that I love the level design of layer 8? Like, even though it's difficult, like don't get me wrong, this is really tricky. It's so cool at the same time. The trippy non-Euclidean stuff. Rooms by like being multiplied, like all that jazz, dude. I love it. I really do. So you're dead. Oh, sniper sentries. Cannonballs kills Providence in a single hit. I am very bad at aiming with the cannonball, which is why I tend to not use it, but maybe I shouldn't use that as an excuse. Maybe I should just learn, right? Oh wait, cannonball, that's the green one. Sentry gun is really quite annoying. Get some help. Yeah. I'm mega dead. Yeah, I knew that. But this is optional after you complete the game the first time. Yeah. Check general. Is this gonna be a picture of you already having beaten me? Okay, let's see. What am I watching here? You have a very different HUD, but I assume this is like a mod. It's like, it seems to me you have like warped outside of the level. Fraud is playable, guys, I swear. Alright! Leah, you are gay. You're either a speedrunner or a hacker confirmed. What do we have? Is this the cookies you're eating? This look cookie shaped there, stress test. Locked in. Alright. You did both paths. You did both paths. You're ahead of me. I cannot dispute this fact. You are ahead of me by a ton. I need to lock in. I need to lock in. But to my defense, I don't have the skills to like warp outside of the level. That is the excuse I'm gonna use. I'm very impressed, but at the same time jealous that you can just boot up the game and just like essentially run circles around me like immediately, right? Because I know that Proper did the same when we did the first Gabriel fight, if you remember. There's no confirmation about one ending or different endings, but because of everything in the game, it's theories that it might have multiple endings and P3 might be an ending. I see. Alright, but okay. One question about the both P1 and P2 and I guess P3 if it actually comes out. You do need to P rank, right? Levels in order to unlock P1, P2 or P3. I still have to complete actually the Hunter's Diaries. I missed 3 achievements. I feel like that should be really easy for you to do, Radius, right? Given that you have done the speedrun. If you had known they were gonna put me on the ship first, then moving to an apartment outside of the base, I would have had my truck shipped over here a lot sooner. And what I remember from the United States, not that I've been... Oh, what's happening? Oh, there we go. Not that I've been to the United States ever myself. But from what I've heard, I guess is the right word, is that like using like a train or a subway system to get around isn't really like that feasible. And again, maybe like in New York, I suppose you have like a proper like subway system, but that's like the exception and not the rule. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. At least I'm on full health. Okay, you're dead. Very nice. Okay, we have the sentry bots. They need to die. Shit, I missed. Oh, dude, the sentry guns are the bane of my existence at the moment. I don't know if you're aware, but you can shoot the antenna of the sentries interrupted. Oh, you can? I did not know that. No. Those are the cookies. Okay, nice. I mean, I can't like give a proper review of the cookies because I only saw them in the jar, right? Is it just me, or are the aliens way more like glitchy in the water? And by angels, I mean these guys, the Providence. At least to me, they seem to like move around a lot more. Those things, okay. At least I know that you can, in theory, shoot off the antenna. Oh, why did I use the radio? Why did I use the radio? don't think there's a center. Yes, there is a center left. Alright, so there are still centers I need to deal with. I think we got this guy. Alright, finally! Yo, that was a very, very difficult level. Other than we're not even done. Oh, we're not even done, no. And Velo and Excel, thank you so much for tuning in, both of you. Velo, dude, it's been ages, my guy. I have a huge favor to ask. Velo, what can I do for you, my guy? I don't even mean to warp out of the level. It just happens sometimes. Fraud being buggy at its finest. Maybe that will happen to me then as well. P1 requires P-ranking Act 1 and Prelude, and P2 requires beating P1 and... Wait, and P1. I assume you mean P1 and P2. Or I mean Act 2. Before starting Steel Soul, I'll wait for the DLC and play Backrooms with my friend before that. I have seen a Backrooms game, actually. That is co-op, being streamed by BT Loose from time to time. I don't like quite understand like the goal of it though. I must admit. So what is? P1 and P-rank and Act 2. Yeah, there we go. Want to see them outside of the bucket? Yes, please. At least then I will be able to properly rate them. Shoot and 10 off the centers with any hit gaps. So rover and railgun will work. Checkpoints. Oh, we have one of the. Okay, at least I know what to do in these rooms. So there's gonna like spawn a lot of red enemies that you need to kill. Dude, here you definitely want the alternate nail gun. Our race was a tad unfair since I find fraud the most interesting mechanics. Like, oh, me too, me too. And if I find something interesting, as I said, I'm gonna find out what makes it fucking tick. I see what you mean, Leah, and dude, I appreciate that. And Minus Prime the Soul, thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. I truly do. I'm gonna beat this room in you. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, this is up. Leah, I don't completely understand why you like this level. Because depending on where I am in the room, there will be one of these guys spawn in the room or not. Come on, Boston streamer, beat this game already. I'm not Boston, you're Boston XL Wizard. Okay, so how do we do this? But I need to kill them, right, in order to fill up the bar. Oh, this is so cool! Oh, I love this! I love this so much! Okay, so how do we actually do this? So I need to kill the normal enemies. So I wonder if they're not in the white version of reality, will they still count for gathering the blood? I guess we're about to find out. Oh, I don't really have time to think. Dude, at the moment I can only fight. That, oh, dude, they keep disappearing. Oh, this is so awesome. And I'm actively being discouraged from using the chainsaw because I can't reach them if they're like that in the other version of the room. So how the hell do we deal with the shield? Wait, how the hell do we deal with the shield? Because usually I just dash towards the shield and punch it off, but I can't do that now. Wait, is there another way to deal with the shield from a distance? He said you're boss and Excel Wizard. I approve. Kill every other enemy. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. But for the record, I'm a huge fan of this design. But I also need to like get close enough to punch the thing. I just now realized. And I can only punch the thing if it's in the right universe, so to speak. So that's very curious. But let's kill the enemies we have access to before we start thinking about anything else. I'm taking very much damage. A lot of languages being involved in that sentence. Still am. Yeah. Okay, this is tricky. Very tricky room. I made it back. I need to do an informal interview with a physicist for a school project. Technically, I am not a physicist, Evello. I do have a physics degree, but if that is good enough, I guess I can do the interview if that's what you're asking for. I don't recommend it though, because I haven't done anything physics related in multiple years, like 7 years at this point. And I haven't like kept up with my skills, if that makes sense. But Velo, please elaborate. What kind of project are we talking about? Can I despawn this guy? So the angel's down. But I still have the issue here that I can't get to the guy with the shield. I mean, maybe I'm like dealing like some damage with the normal gun. Dude, this but yeah, okay, there's definitely one thing here that I don't understand how I'm supposed to deal with it, and that's the guy with the shield. Because I can't knock off the shield unless I'm close. Heatless round when, punishment when. Am I not suffering enough here? Stress test. Yeah, exactly, proper. I think I'll go finally finish Deltarune because I need a break from that game. Wait, you're saying you need a break from the game, so that's why you're gonna play the game. But maybe you're saying you need a break from Silksong. I'll write up some questions and drop them in Discord later. I have a few weeks to work on this. Yeah, do so. And I'd be happy to answer them for you, Bella. Okay, you do not need to be punished. Is this the first time someone has actually cared for the mental health of the Seven? Have we evolved as a streamer viewer? The streamer viewer relationship, has it evolved? Get to you now. Masochism for ya. It would be less of punishment if you didn't go with the brutal as a first playthrough. Oh, that is true. You can just make the portal face the other way. But I need to kill him eventually. And Alex24, thank you so much for tuning in. And welcome to the current predicament that we are dealing with here in the stream. I'm trying to understand how to deal with this room. Given that there are like 2 dimensions essentially. To the room we're currently fighting in, right? And I don't quite understand how to get to a certain enemy in one of the rooms. Oh wait, I think I understand what you mean, Leah. And Alex, thank you so much for the follow as well. I'm doing a fist only challenge. Oh, you reached 8-1. Okay, Alex. Which difficulty are you playing on? Which difficulty are you playing on? I killed the earth mover for standard. Okay, nice, dude. Nice. I feel like if you're doing a fist only challenge of this game, you're probably pretty like knowledgeable. He's drinking the blood of his enemies too. So it's accurate. I shouldn't believe you played this game as Ashley Grace murdering things for the demon. For those of you who don't know, that's a reference to the video game The Coffin of Andy and Lele. Very, very interesting game. But here's the thing, like even if all the like non-red enemies are, oh, I think I see it. No, I don't see it. No, I don't understand. I still don't understand. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened, but I got to the other side. I don't quite know how I did that, but okay, whatever. I'll not think too hard about it. Please give me a checkpoint. Please give me a checkpoint. Please give me a checkpoint. I would really want a checkpoint. But that was meant. Oh, you killed enough enemies for the game to let you to the other side. Ah, I see. I wanted a challenge because he throws the following balls at max health, and I had to time my hits perfectly to hit through his shield. Thanks, Akira. Oh yeah, you can dude, you can only hurt the earth mover with Paris, right? If you're doing fist only. But we have the skull. Son, hello, thank you so much for dude. That sounds a bit weird. Hello, son. Thank you so much for entering the stream. I appreciate though. Thank you so much. Yes, no checkpoint for me, unfortunately, because I do not want to go through that again. Dude, now we're playing like a noir game. Okay, but that was meant to happen. All right, so I didn't like glitch out the game. But all right, so I can't aura form like Leah Moth did, because Leah, we are speed running. Racing this game, and she is way ahead of me. But so I don't have the red skull, but I'm not gonna get it either, because I just want to get as far ahead as I possibly can. But we got a checkpoint. That's the important part. For Garion, or wait, Garion? Do you mean Gabriel? I can't get close to hits. I'm gonna do it. Paris. I can just Paris too, but I mean, if you know the moveset of this game well, you can beat everything with dashes and parries. I am not that good. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I know that it's theoretically possible. Oh, cookies in general. Alright, let's take a break and look at the cookies. So these are the cookies that stress test his mother-in-law made to her. Now, by first glance, I would probably like something more to the cookies, as in like add like a chocolate layer to them, or like chocolate bits or something, right? At the moment, I feel like these would taste like sweet bread, essentially, like sweet hard bread, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. And I understand what you're saying, Stress Test, that these are designed to eat with milk, coffee, or chocolate milk, like in addition to the cookies themselves. And that makes a lot of sense. And that is what I'm saying, right? I would like something. I would some panache, like something extra to these cookies. As is, they're probably fine, but not ideal, I would say. Oh, there's almonds in them. Okay, I didn't spot that. Sorry. Does he know? No game crash. Oh, don't give me a game crash. The game, I know for a fact that the level isn't over. That being said, I have no idea. I love the level design so much in this game. It's nuts. I love the level design. Okay, so what is it? Oh, is this a parkour level? Oh, it's a parkour level! I think. Oh, no. You also fight. You also fight. Okay, let's be very careful then as we approach. Don't trust your eyes, and nothing is real. That I can't believe. Okay, another checkpoint. That was very generous. Can I just hide behind the car? Can I do this? This isn't a skip, by the way. I'm not skipping anything. I'm just being a coward. It's a difference. It's a big difference. There's something. Where am I? Oh, something knocked me up to here. I'm being a coward. That's allowed. That's allowed. I beat 8-1. I'm about to do Can you beat ULTRAKILL Revolver on grid when I finish the game. Wouldn't that be easier than fist only? Try to follow the path. Oh, but I need to find a secret. I'm grabbing this. Oh, it's not a secret. It's a dual wield. Oh well. There is the lemotif in ULTRAKILL. Wait, what does that mean? Dude, it's kind of like weird to like try to figure out where. Oh crap! I missed. It's kind of weird to like figure out where you're supposed to go. Let's not fall off the level as well. Yo, the oh crap! We have an angel somewhere. Oh yeah. Dude, the fact that we found a dual wheel like this is probably really good. Okay, I know where to go, so I can jump here, right? No, maybe, sorta. And I want to go here, because I want to go here. Right, alright, dude, we're making progress. We are making progress. No cowardice over forced to PvP rank. Alright, I'll do my best. Wait, if you do wield these guys, yeah, you can shoot both coins. That's really good. Okay, we're done there. Okay, good. Oh, I see the checkpoint over there. No! Some bastard shot by a checkpoint! Okay, we got it. We got it. Alright, alright. You're teasing with me, game devs. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Crap, I missed. Okay, I'm utilizing our range advantage here. Yeah, and the shockwave can't really reach us. Where do I even go? Can I up here? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Dude, the coin is so shit. Oh, I see what we're dealing with. I see what we're dealing with. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. Die. We need to die right now. No! Alright, we got a checkpoint. We got a checkpoint. Leitmotifs are music nerd territory. I'm not a music nerd, so I don't know this. I don't know how much time I'm gonna waste on Garion. Wait, who is Garion? I feel like I should know who he is. definitely think we can play to deal with these guys before we move on. Alright, so we need to be kind of quick here, so that we deal with all the icons before we actually deal with the boss itself. 1, 2, 3. That's enough. Okay, now we also need to deal with these guys. No, I didn't miss. But I did fall off. I did fall off. Oh, I don't die though. Okay, that's great. That is amazing news. That is amazing news. Check general. Okay. Alright. Liamoth has officially won the challenge. But Liamoth is in space. Liamoth, I'm also in space. I'm also in space. Which makes me believe that I'm close to the end. This is the crescendo motif. Son, are you a music aficionado? A music enthusiast? Crap. Oh, I did not expect some sneaky flame boys. I guess we do that again. Oh crap, I got hit by... struck by... It's smooth criminal! Damn it, I'm good. Okay, I guess I fall down again. Okay, that was a bad attempt. I just know my stuff. You wanna play 6-1 again and try to look for some similarities in the notes. Here's the thing. I haven't really paid attention to any music piece in this entire game, aside from the cyber grind. And the reason for it is literally because I'm too stressed out playing the game to actually properly enjoy the music. But I usually enjoy a good video game soundtrack, right? So it's probably something I should take my time to really spend some time with. This is low-key a sort of tricky level. Let's try again. Or you can just listen to it. Yes. And I probably will. Eventually. But my first priority is beating this damn game on brutal. And we are making good progress. I hope. At least I want to believe. I can't be standing still like that. I need to keep moving so that I don't die. Altars of Apostoli, the crescendo motif plays from the start. That's the system team. Okay, so this is I don't know, an extension maybe of that team. This has worked before, so I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, it's dead. But now I need to move moving. I can't be standing still. I cannot be standing still. Yes! Okay. We know that 2 flame boys are gonna spawn ahead of us this time around. And I'm gonna prepare for it, okay? Fool me once. Shame on me. Okay. Best pace thus far. Let's keep going. I will say though about the music, it is very epic and it's very fitting to what we're doing. Could this be it? Could this be it? Use the rocket launcher. Oh, where am I? Okay. So we're not done with the power ladies just yet. But I know the strat. I know the strat. This is not my first rodeo! I know what I must do. Oh no, it's a fill the bar. It's a fill the bar. Or fill the tree, whatever. Where are you? Oh, you're dead! Yes! 8-3. Disintegration loop. Brutal difficulty. After 64 minutes. Style points. Give me an S. Give me an S. D. Not even close. Not even close. 31 restarts. We did it. We just arrived at 8-4. The last official level in the game. Where is he? So foreshadowing. Just before you went in the end, you heard it again. The crescendo, or no, not the crescendo. The other word. Dude, I forgot the word. I'm one room away from Mirror Reaper. Wish me luck. Oh, Mirror Reaper is like one of the coolest boss designs in the game as well. Hide under the desk. Dude, I'm not gonna bring out the rest of the weapons. I am so used to this particular loadout. But dude, before we keep going, let me grab another glass of water. I'll need this. We will need every help we can get. Every source of help we can get would be so awesome. The crescendo. The crescendo, which is the motif of ULTRAKILL in most songs. Oh, I didn't know that like the same crescendo is like being reused in different songs throughout the game. Dude, 8-4. 8-4. Let's do this. Here's the thing. We have been in fraud land, the fraud layer of hell for so long. And the only thing I know what to expect, right? The only thing I know to expect is that you need to expect the unexpected. So, and also, usually during the end of a layer, you're usually fighting a boss. So I assume this will be no different. Okay, this is very like horror theme-esque, but this is still like on brand for... Oh, there's a skull. There's definitely on brand for fraud. Okay, we have a skull. 718361 and more. You assume. I do assume. Let's see if I'm correct, dude. I love how well the game can just like add an atmosphere into the game. Like this is genuinely kind of unnerving, like with the flashing lights and stuff. Oh no! Now I just retrace my steps. Someone needed to eat some weird stuff to shit out a skull. True. So where do I use the skull? Because I can't open any of these doors. But I probably need to use it somewhere, right? But where? It's a dead ferryman, the skull. Oh. Is that the same for every single skull you come across in the game? Is it always a dead ferryman? Oh, here, we haven't been here. We haven't been here. This is new. This is new. So that door is locked. Here we go. So now we can bounce up there. Can we open this door? We can. Ah, but this is doesn't go anywhere. Everyone except the salt skull. I don't think I've ever seen a salt skull. Oh, fraud! You never disappoint. Without a shadow of a doubt, the best layer in the game. The best layer in the game. Is layer 8. Like just by level design alone. I don't care about the enemies, the bosses, whatever. Just by level design alone, this is by far the best layer. It is so good. I love it. I beat it first try. Let's go, baby. Yo, Alex, 24. Hell yes. Congratulations on beating the mirror boss. Okay, we're going up. Now let's see if I can succeed on my challenge. Dude, fist only. Extended free fall detected, enabling fall control. Space. Okay. I mean, it's only the last weapon. It's only the last level of the game. Of course, we're gonna add new mechanics. And that is not a complaint, by the way. That is, if anything, just appreciation. I don't think the shotgun is in play. But I don't know how to gain health except with the shotgun. Final fight. Garyon, Watcher of the Skies. Wait, is this the fight you were talking about, Alex? Oh boy. Dude, we have just entered the bullet era of ULTRAKILL. What is happening? Okay, alright, okay. V1 has a wing, remember? Oh yeah, you're right, we do have wings. Fittingly enough, the song for this level is called The Fall. It describes very aptly what we're doing. Try going near him. Will he do something? Will he do something unexpected? Oh, we can't switch out our weapons between attempts here. Let me grab the red revolver. Let me also grab the jackhammer. Let's keep using the nail gun for now. Yeah, let's do something like this. Oh, you immediately start at the fuck. Oh, I didn't know that. Right, so something apparently happens if you get close to him. Like, I'm trying to get close to him now. I see a bar is filling up. I'm not sure if I did it there right or wrong. Right, but we're definitely in bullet hell territory. Nothing can dispute that. But how do we get health? Oh wait, how do we get health in this fight? How do we get health? Because if you can't like charge him, then you can't. Wait, let's think about this. If you can't get close with the chainsaw, we can't get health. Well, if you can't get close, period, we can't get health. Control and space to up and down. Yes. I don't use every weapon. The orbs are health. Yes, the orbs are health. The Providence orbs and parrying. Okay, so I shouldn't look. Okay, what I did there was really bad. I just used up all my health pickups. I don't use all the weapons because whenever I cycle to a certain weapon, I want to immediately. Alright, this damage is not bad, by the way. That is how we get it. How do you avoid Okay, we have exposed something. Yeah, oh, you go between them. Okay, I get it. You go between them. Okay, I understand. I understand now. Okay, yeah, okay. Knowledge gain. But how do you parry him though? Like, what does he do that can be parried? Because the Providence beams cannot be parried, right? Garion occasionally halts its attack for a minute. Check the little bar. When it halts, you can get blood. Ah. Oh, so okay. Oh, you can parry the pro. I didn't know that. I guess I haven't tried. I guess I haven't tried. All right, but given that we're immediately going into the fight, let's unequip this one. Let's keep the core eject. I think this could be good. Let's keep both of these, and let's keep. Maybe we don't need a screwdriver, but let's do it like this one. The orbs in the center can be parried. Oh, in the center of the. I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. In the center of the Providence beams. That is the thing you need to parry. Hello? Oh, he has a green shield. That's why I can't grab that orb. Okay, let's grab this orb instead. Alright, here we go. Probably should be shooting the coins, but I'm way too focused on dodging his attacks to actually like focus on hitting the coins. Okay, phase one. That is a phase one, everybody. I'm officially a phase one gamer right now. Grab another one of these. I don't see anything. Like my screen is just pure white. He did like 2 attacks at the same time that was overlapping. Dude, I was flashed. I played Counter-Strike and I just got flashed. You can only parry the lead projectile in the middle of the lasers. Yes. I beat them. Surprisingly easy. Alright, you're just proving yourself to be a god gamer. 2 powers versus my weight and my grapple hook and Mr. Knuckle Blaster. But if you get, dude, if you can beat both of the powers, then I'm sure you can beat the rest of the level. Maybe you'll be able to beat the level before I do. Like, you do get, like, knocked around a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I assume, like, if you're getting too far away from him, the game is trying to get you to come back, basically. You got one card there. Oh, my God. Dude, like when the attacks are being overlapped like that, it's like super hard to see what you're supposed to do. I tried to go for a parry there. It didn't quite work out as I intended. Dude, I wanted to go down to parry one of those lasers, but that was not doable. Do I want to do something different here? Maybe the rocket launcher will be good in this fight, actually, because he is a big target, so missing him should be essentially impossible. But let's try it. I say that as someone who keep missing nevertheless. Hello. Dashed into a breakdown and taking that help. But definitely not the same. Oh, we got to phase 2 there again. Alright. At least, like, I know what to do in the fight. It's just a matter of execution at this point. Assuming it doesn't do anything weird later in phase 2 that I haven't seen just yet. Oh, I wonder if you can do a saw thing against him. So, like, I wonder if you can attach one of the attractors and then have the saw spinning around on him. I feel like that should be doable. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best to try it. Oh, it absolutely works. Alright, okay. I know what I want to do there at the very least. Okay. But alright, but I need to make sure to recharge the sword. I'm not dealing as much damage during the damage phase, so I guess that's the downside. Good attempt! Good attempt! That was really nice. The saw gun is the key. It is the last puzzle to beating Garyon. Dude, I believe in us. I believe. We are on the precipice of greatness here. Naked bath. Flying demon. Yeah. Essentially the same thing. And of course, bats, as you well know, can also use laser beams in real life. Okay. So we know the play. We know the play. Oh, I wonder if the blood splatter from the screwdriver is like reaches far enough to actually reach us mid-air. I'm gonna try it out. But other than that, like the saw gun is like the weapon for us. It's the weapon. I missed the magnets. It doesn't matter. He's so big so that you will always get value out of it no matter what. I guess I didn't really like properly test the screwdriver. Let's do that again. Mathematical areas at least are steal souls. Is that true? Oh, I got 2 magnets out. Sort of bat that Sweden have. Oh, you see on the screen, right? This is the sort of bat Sweden have. Demons from hell, we call them. That is the Swedish translation. Demons from hell. The blood splatter doesn't reach far enough before it works with the screwdriver. But knowledge gain. I don't really know what to say about this fight, except that I think we have it. Oh, maybe I should actually use the rocket launcher instead of the revolver, actually. That might be another damage increase. That I'm like skipping out of. Yeah, maybe not. You are right, you should probably grab onto him actually when he exposes himself like that, because it's essentially just free health. You're just leaving on the table if you're not doing it. everyone up to tomorrow? Well, maybe playing this game, depending, I guess, on how well it goes today. I did it. I beat 1-3, 15 minutes. In 15 minutes, Alex, you are this close of beating the game. I believe in you. You have it in you. Your parry skills knows no bound. All you need to do is believe. Yeah, so this is what I should do when he's being exposed like this. Otherwise, again, I'm literally just leaving health on the table. I dashed into one of those nuke areas. This is tough. Instead of playing this game, I want to come and fix my card. I wonder if that's a good thing. Like, let's say everyone said yes. In that case, you would have to accommodate internet strangers that's just wandering around in your garden, talking about ULTRAKILL and things like that. The fact that you can get health like that is so overpowered. Yo! I think we did it. I am pretty sure we did it. And scene. Dude, what an ending! What the hell? Yo, I said that the final puzzle piece was the Sargon. That wasn't it. The final puzzle piece was the fact that you could gain health when he was exposed. And the crowd goes! Oh wait, it went home. I mean, you're here, Proper, and Liamot, and Stresses, and everyone else watching. We just beat... Well, I hope we beat 8-4. I don't see an ending. Alright, applause everyone. Yay! Yay! We did it! Wait! City Dead Son. Amazing movie. Can you find my seat? I can. Ploper, I know what kind of person you are. You're the kind of person who sits like on the back in the corner. Right there. This right there. This is the Ploper corner. Right there. Find mine too. Okay, Stress says, You also want to sit in the back, but you want to sit with your friends. So this is your seat, stress test. And you have your bodies to either side of you. You have your bodyguards, essentially. Your protective shields. There you go. There is where both of you are sitting. Final fight. Flight, I mean. 25 minutes. 7 kills. So if I had better time, I would at least have an S rank this game. Do not pick up any skulls. Interesting. Oh, so you can proceed without any skulls. How about an encore? Thanks for playing. The final layer, treachery. It currently still under development. For news on its progress, follow us on these things. I am 100% gonna be playing treachery when it comes out. Will I be doing it on stream or not? I guess time will tell. How about an encore? Liamoth! I had the exact same idea. So we still have a couple of minutes left of the stream. So we can definitely explore. Encore is now available in the chapter select menu. We can now explore other things about the game. 9-1. And the weird thing about this is that there's even another difficulty after Brutal under construction. Okay, but what is an encore? A taste of encore. Encore levels are extra challenging remixes. Ah, okay, of pre-existing levels. The rest will be added in a free post-release update, but for now you can play 0E and 1E as a taste of what's to come. Okay. Right, so it's nothing new. It's like essentially playing the same level as before, but I guess with like added enemies. And Javik, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you? Javik, we just beat the final level of the game, or rather the final level of the game that is currently out. The game is currently in development, so more levels will be added. I recommend taking the time off stream to do P1 and P2. It's not just the same level. Try it. It's basically an entire level layer summed into one level. Interesting. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them. Alright, so at least these two are the ones that exist. W finish, thank you. I beat it, let's go. Alex, congratulations. Well done. The entire game, only fists. Savor this victory, Alex, cause I sure am savoring my victory. Whew. Right, let's see what the first encore level is. So, again, this is supposed to be like a remix. Oh, well, like you said, all the layers of a all the layers put into one, essentially. Let's equip every single weapon. Sure, we can keep this on. Yeah, good enough for me. Encore levels are hard, but are fun as hell. Let's see. Exit is over there. Yeah, the environment is oh, I assume we're gonna fight all of these guys. All four of them, right? So, when you say that encore levels are hard, in comparison to 8-3, like what is the level of difficulty we're talking about here? I already regretted my decision to equip every single weapon. At the moment I'm like so used to having a very specific set of weapons, so I'm gonna go use what that which I am used to, and then we can switch up later. I gotta beat 2 prime souls. I'll do it another time. I'm gonna do it beating ULTRAKILL with only a revolver. Dude, at least you're like finding new things to do. Content for days with this game. So I assume all 4 of them will be becoming allowed. Yeah, exactly. Too early with the railgun there. Dude. I hope at least I can get through the first level. I'm gonna do a video. Oh, I'll run it. But again, like, would you guys consider like the encore levels to be harder than A3? Because at the moment, I'd say so. Okay. At least I know like the level of intensity the game is trying to provide here. This so at least have a mountain of blood. Giving me a lot of room to maneuver, guys. Oh, come on! So I'm moving down to violent if you want to have a bit more fun with encores. Alright, so this is definitely like the next step. I'll probably do that in a little moment if I keep being stuck here on the full statues. You know, we could in theory play through like at least one encore level on standard because A, we get to see it, and two, we get to experience the game on the standard difficulty, which I still haven't done just yet. Alright, first room beaten at the very least. So this checkpoints. Yeah, so enemies that exist in later layers is also here. Which makes a lot of sense. So far, so good. But you're also saying that these layers are longer. So I assume, like, in 8.3, it's essentially one stream in terms of length. I assume an encore level would be way longer than that. At least we're getting checkpoints. One enemy I feel like I've like underestimated throughout this entire game is these guys. I think they're called like Greater Husks. The normal enemies that shoot yellow projectiles. They are really tough. So this is, isn't this like low-key where you find the Swordmaster the first time you find him? No, this is something else. No, I don't know where we are. I literally have no idea. Those are schisms. Okay, I need to kill that thing. Oh, maybe I can like knock the blaster. You can't. You just need to beat the room, I guess, without beating the skull. But when you say schisms, are you talking about the particular enemy I was just mentioning? Violet drives U-Trask tomorrow. White take a shovel and dig up the bush. Is that confirmed now? I am going and working on the garden. I don't even have a car. This is not a big room. I hated this room. I can understand why. You're not getting a lot of room to maneuver. And you have a literally an immortal skull just peppering you with bullets. I'm gonna give this a couple more tries and then I'll move down to like, you know what, I low-key want to create this game on standard. Just to see what it's like, if that makes sense. Just to get a taste of what we have. Okay, I'm gonna do it right now actually. So that we have a taste of what we have experienced up to this point and what we have missed essentially. This is a reprise of evil, or reprise. Fortunately, I do not have a password nor the will to go to Sweden right now. The only thing that awaits you is more job, manual labor. I assume like similar strategies can be used, right? You just chainsaw them. Until you feel like you're done essentially. Or you don't take nearly as much damage either. Yeah. Standard is way easier than brutal. That is low-key what I'm experiencing as well. Enemies will behave differently due to brutal specific changes, but it is certainly easier. So what kind of changes are we talking about? It doesn't seem... Okay, here's what I'm noticing. It doesn't seem like enemies are taking more damage necessarily, but it does seem like you are way tankier. Like, a lot more tankier. I mean, the risk of dying is still there though. It is definitely still there. But we have cookies. But you need to eat them with coffee, right? And if you're a non-coffee drinker, like yours truly, good old Mad 7, then I feel like it might not be for me. Way easier. You know what? I'm not complaining. You know, just having a little fun and relaxation is good for the soul after beating, well, specifically A3. Reprise is a custom level bundle that is supposed to be hard, but the main gimmick is just, oh hey, there's an idol in the other room. I see. I mean, it is hard, but I get what you're saying. Like, the hardness is very cheap. Some attacks are just not there. For example, Filth. The armless little fucker do not jump anymore. I guess in that case, they essentially cannot hurt you at all. Because like, the jump attack is like the way for those particular enemies to get close to you. Yeah, and you're not going, like, if you're using this strat that I've essentially used the entire game with only using the chainsaw, like, you're not dying. Like, something extraordinary has to happen if you're gonna die on standard difficulty if you're chainsaw spamming like this. Oh. Slippery forward. Or milk, you like milk, you can try almond milk. Almond milk with almond cookies. I mean, there's a combo. There's a theme. I understand. It might be something, dude. And I can make a mud cake. Ooh, now we're talking. If you would have started with the mud cake, you would have had an argument. Well, I guess you still have an argument because the mud cake is still on the table, I suppose. You're safe in the air. Rub him with a Linkin Park shirt or something. Wait, why a Linkin Park shirt? Of all the things you can bribe me with. So we need the blue stuff to proceed. Escape. Ignore almost everything, just imagine dimension about king first. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Your deal is tempting. But is it tempting enough? You listen to the music sample, listen. That is true. That is true. I don't like. I will admit though, like when it comes to like things I listen to or game or watch or stuff like that, I don't have much merch for anything really. Radiant Sword Machine, yeah, right. If Radiant is still around, at least now we know who we're fighting. So, the fact that it's Radiant, I assume it's more or less just like, I don't know, just an admission that he has like more health or something. Yeah, but on standard, everything just falls over. Yeah, increase health and speed. There you go. That's the difference. Oh, okay. So this is like an encore specific mechanic. Enemies can be radiant, which is just like a super version of, well, of themselves. One thing has almost ordered a Linkin Park shirt 2 days ago. Oh! There's some seance going on here. Some sort of telepathy. Red enemies are possessed by absolute radiance. Exactly. This heat, an evil heat. What is this? Alright, so this is another time trial. This would probably be hell on Brutal. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when? Oh, you're okay. Alright, I see. You're not. You don't instantly die, but you take like just hard damage. Ooh, that was close. And now you're going back, and I assume more enemies are gonna spawn, right? Radiant enemies are also in Cybergrind in later waves. I guess that makes sense. I assume every single enemy you've ever come across will also be in Cybergrind. Because I know that even some bosses are in Cybergrind, right? Oh, so this is that. Alright, so this is like a new mechanic for each of these rooms. The heat resistant thing. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this. I mean, killing the Earth Mover with the time trial was hard enough as it was. Remember the cooling station. I do not. I don't have time to fight this guy. Yeah, exactly. I need to pull off. I'm also have enemy merch. That is more merch than I have. All right, so you need to be very quick, no matter what you do. I don't take Central Group, but maybe I was in a TV though. I mean, I have watched some anime. It is true, like, it's not like the thing I watch the most or anything, but there are definitely some animes I do enjoy. So let's just ignore this guy, because we don't really have time to deal with that. Oh, but okay, but if he's in the cooling room, the door won't close. Right, so you do need to deal with him if he doesn't spawn in the cooling room. Alright, got it. This guy ideally should die. This is a checkpoint now. Getting very hectic with all of these radiant enemies at the same time as you need to deal with the heat. Yeah, this entire level is essentially also a time trial. What's up? Flirting with Moldy when he's having a break. Wait, did I say something flirty about Moldy? I mean, it wouldn't be a first time. They like enemy, yeah. Weren't you guys like bonding over the fact that you both like watched Demon Slayer? Or am I misremembering maybe? Oh, okay, at least now we have a way to escape the heat. Yo, even though I'm playing on standard, this is not simple, not by any means. I could just imagine doing this on brutal. Is it doable? Yes. Is it difficult? Oh yes. And Tsuwakalot, welcome. Tsuwakalot, we have technically beaten the game. We're just playing like extra levels for fun. I guess just to see what other things the game has in store for us. The extra hard bonus levels, if you will. Does anyone find it ironic that the vegetarian keep playing auto-violent games? Maybe some latent protein craving. It could be that. Like, my soul desires violence. And if I can't get it in my meal, I do get it in my video games. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sumokulot. I hope this Monday is treating you well. Why can't I... I literally can't proceed. I'm moving forward, I promise. There's like a hidden wall. You're backtrack. Oh, am I going in the wrong direction? Sorry. Wrong way. Got it. Alright. My sense of direction is what it is. Not sure what kind of anime though, because I don't watch anime myself. Have you not watched any anime, Floper? Like any at all. Like even something simple like oh, we need to do this. Like Dragon Ball Z or something. Like as I said, dude, I am playing on standard, but this is far from simple. Get our heat up first. The front door. I did watch like one scene of One Punch Man a long time ago. I have watched one episode of One Punch Man. It was fairly good, but I'm not sure why like I didn't keep going. And the anime adaptations games, such as like Edge Runners or something like that. Yeah, you wrote that. That I've watched myself as well actually. I must admit though, I wasn't the biggest fan of Edge Runners. I know that many people like enjoyed it a ton. I don't know, it was good for me. I guess that's the only thing I can really say. Oh, we're supposed to go here. Oh, we're still not done. Let's go. There's been a new season of Edge Runners in the fall, if I remember correctly. Ah. I don't hope all you enter here. So this was the first time you fought these guys in normal mode. I wonder what kind of like mix-up they're doing it right now. I guess they are both radiant. I feel like dealing with a heat resistance would be way harder than dealing with these guys. But maybe that's just me, like being super unoptimal when it comes to my gameplay. Open the door. David is still dead though. Right, so that is at least an example of what an Encore level has in store for you. Of course, we did play this on standard, which is way easier than brutal. I would imagine playing this on brutal would probably take like an hour, probably something like that. Yeah, very similar to A3 in at least the time commitment you need to add to the game in order to actually beat it. I assume this will be E2. You missed a level, Proper. You need to do A2. I'm just thinking about what else there is to do. I mean, you could play more Encores, but like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like, I mean, it's definitely like a added difficulty. As we saw in 0E, for instance, with the heat resistance mechanic and stuff. But other than that, like the level itself is very similar to, well, like you said, the entirety of the first layer. And it's a lot harder than the main game. So I feel like I can skip this, at least for now. And all of them are not even out yet, only the first two. Wait, didn't I just... Oh yeah, I did it on standard, that's why. Exactly, it's done. So, I want to play a new game. It's called it is called Going to the Sea, Swimming and Eating a Lot of Good Food. Seven, try to beat that. For a second there, Seven, I thought you meant like an actual video game called Go to the Sea or something. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I'll play that game if I weren't so broke. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh yeah, something I haven't done in a long while, which used to be a tradition of sorts. There we go. My friends! As for difficulty level, today I got the X to go from her, asking me to stay away from her, to her insisting to talk with me for 1.5 hours. I count that as a win. What to do with that is level 2. It's added game mechanics, so walk a lot, into the video game that we know as real life. As long as you're both content and happy, I suppose. But it sounds to me that you know, the emotions are going up and down. My friends, I consider this playthrough of ULTRAKILL to be over. For now. We have played every single layer of hell, including the prelude, on brutal difficulty. Everything that is out, at the very least. We, of course, 9.1 and 9.2 are not out just yet, so I literally can't play them, even though I would like to. Did you enjoy it? I wholeheartedly enjoyed it, Ploper. This was so incredibly fun. I don't think I've been this, like, engaged and locked in a single-player first-person shooter ever before. I don't play that many single-player shooters, but this was definitely like this definitely set the bar of what a single-player shooter game could be. That being said, I've not played Quake before, so like I don't know how good or how bad Quake would be. So like I don't really have a reference point to any other game like this. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. I do enjoy a good fight. I do enjoy a good boss fight. And this game had plenty. I consider you quitting early. I mean, a little bit. Typically Swedish. I haven't quit just yet. How hard is compared to other games you played? That is a great question, Ploper. That is a great question. So, the hardest... Oh, that is such a great question. I would say that... okay, I think the fairest comparison between this game and a game I have played would be some sort of Souls-like, right? Because also in Souls-likes, the boss fights are like the main drawing, well, the main draw of the game. I would say that's the same of this game as well, even though there are fights in this game where no bosses are present that are really, really difficult as well. Like, don't get me wrong. So, in comparison to, like, the average Souls-like, like let's say Dark Souls, this game is way harder. But if you take a game like, I don't know, Elden Ring, including DLCs, Lies of P and Sekiro, it muddies the water a little bit. So, some boss fights in say, Lies of P, because that's the game we have played recently, are definitely... Are they harder? Yeah, I would say, like, Arlecchino in Lies of P is definitely harder than the bosses in this fight. But that's, like, the one boss I can think of. In any other case, I think, like, Gabriel 2, for instance. The second Gabriel. Dude, that gave me so much trouble. Holy crap, how much trouble that guy gave me. That was definitely the hardest fight in this game. For, like, if you're just talking about one fight in particular, Gabriel 2, by far the hardest fight. 8-3 as a level was definitely harder than the Gabriel fight. But if we're only considering one fight, Gabriel 2 was definitely the hardest. But I will say though, that the difficulty of this game comes a little bit from like a different source, if that makes sense, in comparison to a Souls-like. As in, it's very similar to Sekiro, actually, in that regard. in order to beat a difficult fight in this game, you need to get good. That's more or less it. As in, you need to like learn when to dodge and when to parry, and that's the exact same way in Sekiro. I mean, in Sekiro you can equip a bunch of ninja arts and a bunch of tools, but at the end of the day, in order to beat the fights, you need to parry, you need to dodge. Like that's the bread and butter of the game. Everything else is just fluff. I would say that's a similar thing in this game, especially when it comes to the Gabriel fights. Definitely the Gabriel fights. As in, you can switch out your gear. You can use the chainsaw, you can use a rail gun, you can use the coin gun, etc, etc, etc. But at the end of the day, what you need to learn is to dodge and parry. Everything else is just icing on the top. Like, it's fluff. So I would say, yeah, this game is actually quite similar to Sekiro in that regard. Player skill is so much more important than player build, if that makes sense. And that is very different to like Elden Ring or Lies of P. In those games, you can change your build in order to beat a fight. You can't do that in this game. Or well, at least you can't do that to the same degree. But yeah, I'm going into the nitty-gritty. This game is really, really, really good. Way better than I expected. Way better than I expected. I haven't, as I said, I've never really played a first-person shooter game like this before. So that pleasant surprise, along with the immaculate, spectacular, amazing level design, really like shoots this game up in you know, the rankings of how much I enjoy it. It's really good. It's really good. I can just imagine how good Layer 9 will be, as well as all the Encore levels. But this will be a grind. Getting through the Encore levels on Brutal will definitely be a grind. Okay, there's still way more to come with the difficulty. Yes, Ploper. I mean, you can see it right here, right? Under construction. There's gonna be another difficulty under Brutal, which is insane to think about. But before we leave you, I'm not sure how many people are still around, but I should at least do this, like in case anyone is watching the VOD or is like lurking at the moment and listening. There's one thing I should mention before we end today's stream. I have in the chat linked the link to our Discord channel. You can also see the link in the Twitch banner. And if you want to, you can join our Discord. Some of you have already done so, and we very much welcome you. This is very optional. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but if you do, you get access to the voting channel. This is how we decide which game to play in the Mad Civet stream. You suggest games here in the game suggestion channel and vote in the vote here channel. And I will pick one of the games listed here as the next game to play, which means that we are done with the ULTRAKILL playthrough for now, and eventually we'll pick another game from this list right here to play next. Of course, if you don't want to join the Discord but you still want to vote, you can also like send me a DM and I can make sure to take your vote into account. Hopefully some people would feel the desire to stick around in the channel, even though we're not gonna be playing ULTRAKILL for the next stream at the very least. ULTRAKILL Must Die is to come. Also, P1 and P2 and P ranks are a thing. I am very hesitant when it comes to doing the P ranks, cause I know that my way of playing the game is not really I don't know, perhaps efficient enough, let's say, to actually P rank. Just holding down the chainsaw can get you very far. Can get you very, very far, in fact. But P ranking, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. So with that being said, everyone who has tuned into any and all of these ULTRAKILL streams, I appreciate you a ton. We have had a lot of new people join in, and the ULTRAKILL community has been incredibly welcoming. It's a very heart-warming feeling, right, to be welcomed into like a new game like this. I will definitely be playing more ULTRAKILL when the next levels comes out. Like, no question about it. Will I do it on stream or not? I guess that's up to the voting list. But I will play it, like, regardless. Like, no matter what, I will play more ULTRAKILL. Like, this game is way too good to put down. Let's put it that way. Thank you for this stream today. I'm happy I could be here today. Thank you, Chat and Leland. And Stress Test, thank you so much for tuning in as well. It's been a pleasure having you here. As well as you, Proper, So Walk a Lot, Liamoth, everyone who has tuned in to any of these streams. I appreciate you a ton. And I hope people would be willing to stick around, even though I completely understand if people are not willing to stick around as well. So with all that being said, wherever you are in the world... Oh, by the way, the next stream will be on Wednesday. No, not tomorrow, on Wednesday. But I'll make an announcement again in the Discord. But wherever you're in the world, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good time. And I hope that we together can have some more good times. Playing some video games, streaming some streams. And please, if you want to be notified when the next stream will happen, which will be on Wednesday, please drop a follow and Twitch will notify you when we go live with the... Well, I don't know what we're gonna play next. That's for us to decide in the Discord. And I hope we can all have some good times together, playing some games, streaming some streams. But until then, this has been Mad Saber, and this has been ULTRAKILL. Thank you.